For me, balancing sacrifice and suffering is all just built into the story. It's not really something I'm consciously trying to, I don't know. It's not really something I'm consciously trying to navigate. It's just telling the story. And from the character's viewpoint, she's not suffering.
Yeah.
So we have to really think in terms of what is Bess feeling and what is Bess aware of.
Yeah, that's often a thing that it's interesting to talk about with people, because there's a version of the story from the audience's perspective, which includes what you might perceive as sacrifice or suffering. And then there's what we're having to play as characters. And like, my job is to think of what Jan's going through, and your job is to think of what Bess is going through. And that doesn't necessarily include the whole picture, right? We're playing a certain part of it. And like, for my part, I think Jan isn't actually trying to make Bess sacrifice. I think he's trying to give her some life, right?
Yeah.
And that doesn't work out the way that he hopes. But yeah, so I totally agree with you. We're not like in the middle of the sacrifice and suffering. That's sort of a judgment from the audience's standpoint.
Yeah, someone asked me the other day if Bess was a victim, and I was like, I have to stop and think about that, because
of what?
Yeah, because I mean, she definitely doesn't think she's a victim, so I haven't even really thought about that.
Well, and she's a victim of being murdered, right?
And
so,
like of her society and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure she's a victim in many ways, but I just hadn't thought about that, because I really don't think she perceives herself as a victim. And I think it's the same way with like heroes too. You know, like I think sometimes we can get into a trap in opera, both as viewers, as performers, as producers, where we just like need to see a hero in a story. And this is a story where everyone's just kind of doing their best, but no one's really nailing it.
Yeah. There's not really if there's a bad guy, it's society, right? And like patriarchy, but like they're all really trying to. Well, our two characters are at least really trying to lean into their love for each other.